Ever felt like your voice isn't heard in a meeting? Or maybe you've been overlooked in a discussion? You're not alone. It's a common concern. You're sitting there, you've got a brilliant idea or a burning question, but somehow the words just don't seem to make it out. Or worse, they do, but it's as if you're speaking a foreign language no one understands. You see, being heard is more than about volume. It's about assertiveness. It's about delivering your thoughts in a way that commands respect and attention. It's about standing your ground and making sure your point of view is considered. And this isn't just important in the boardroom, it matters in your personal life too. Whether you're negotiating with your toddler over bedtime or trying to get your point across to your partner, sounding assertive can make all the difference. Now, it's time to grab a pen, a notepad, and let's dive into the process of sounding more assertive. Assertive language, it's like the secret sauce in your communication burger. It can change the whole flavor of the conversation. Now, let's dissect this burger, shall we? Assertive language sits right in the middle, nestled between the buns of passive and aggressive language. Too much of either, and you've got a messy meal on your hands. Passive language is like that undercooked patty. It's just not satisfying. It keeps your voice, your ideas under wraps. On the other side of the bun, aggressive language is like a charred patty. It's too much, overpowering, and leaves a bad taste. Now, assertive language, that's the perfectly cooked patty. It respects your rights and the rights of others. It's clear, direct, and respectful. It's expressing your thoughts without stepping on anyone's toes, or in our burger analogy, without burning anyone's buns. Remember, assertive language is not about shouting louder, it's about making your words count. Here's your step-by-step guide to sounding assertive. It's as easy as making a cup of tea. Let's begin with the first step, clarity of speech. It's like choosing the right tea leaves for your brew. The clearer your speech, the better the understanding. So, enunciate your words and make sure your voice is loud enough to be heard, but not so loud that it becomes a roar. Remember, we're going for assertive, not aggressive. Now, on to step 2, using I statements. This is the equivalent of steeping your tea to the perfect strength. Using I statements allows you to express your feelings or thoughts without blaming or criticizing others. It's about saying I feel or I think instead of you always or you never. This way your message is clear and you avoid brewing up unnecessary conflict. Step 3 is all about expressing your needs clearly. It's like adding just the right amount of milk and sugar to your tea. Be specific about what you want or need. Instead of saying, I wish you would be more considerate, try saying, I would appreciate it if you could turn down the music when I'm studying. It's clear, it's direct, and it leaves no room for misunderstanding. Finally, step 4, practicing active listening. This is the equivalent of savoring your perfectly brewed cup of tea. Active listening means giving your full attention to the other person and showing that you understand and respect their point of view. It's about nodding, summarizing what they've said, and asking clarifying questions. It's not about waiting for your turn to speak, but truly understanding the other person's perspective. And that's it. 4 simple steps to sounding more assertive. Remember, it's a process, not an overnight transformation. So just like learning to brew the perfect cup of tea, it will take some practice. But with patience and persistence, you'll soon find your voice is stronger, clearer, and more assertive. With these steps, you'll soon be speaking with an assertive tone that commands respect and attention. So we've covered the what, why, and how of sounding assertive. But remember, it's a journey, not a destination. We started off by recognizing those moments when our voices seem to shrink into whispers in a bustling meeting room. We then delved into the power of assertive language, understanding how it's not about domination, but about expressing oneself effectively and confidently. We took a deep dive into the step-by-step guide to sounding assertive, exploring the importance of clear communication, using I statements, expressing our needs, and practicing active listening. These aren't just techniques, but tools for empowering your voice. The path to mastering assertive communication requires practice and patience. It's about finding your voice and making it heard, one conversation at a time. So the next time you're in a meeting or a discussion, remember to speak clearly, use I statements, express your needs, and listen actively. And who knows, you might just find that people are listening to you more than ever before.